OpenAI's head of robotics just walked out over a massive Pentagon deal, citing fears of lethal autonomy. It is a major wake-up call for the industry, and we are breaking it down.
Welcome to 5-Minute AI News for Monday, March 9th, 2026. We are also covering a massive shift to video training data, new open-source agent tools from Andrej Karpathy, and why data center developers are suddenly building oil rig-style camps.
Let's start with that massive shakeup. Caitlin Kalinowski, the head of robotics at OpenAI, has officially resigned. She explicitly called out a controversial new deal with the Pentagon, stating there was a severe lack of internal deliberation regarding the ethical risks.
The concerns she raised are incredibly serious, specifically highlighting the dangers of mass surveillance and lethal autonomy. It is sparking a huge debate across the entire sector right now about where the line should be drawn.
It really highlights the growing friction between AI startups and defense contracts. Speaking of things the industry is ignoring, a massive new study shows that current AI agent benchmarks are completely obsessed with coding tasks.
Exactly. They are neglecting 92% of the US labor market. By only testing how well AI agents can write software, we are building systems that are highly capable in niche technical areas, but virtually unproven for the vast majority of actual human jobs. We urgently need broader evaluation metrics to ensure wider economic relevance.
On the model development side, Luma AI just dropped Uni 1. It is a new image model that combines image understanding and generation into a single architecture, and it is absolutely crushing logic-based benchmarks.
It is actually outperforming established names like OpenAI and Google on those reasoning tasks. This shows multimodal AI is getting much better at truly understanding complex prompts instead of just generating pretty pixels. But to keep improving these models, we need more data. And researchers from Meta and NYU say traditional text data is drying up.
That's right. Their new joint research points to unlabeled video as the next massive training frontier. We are likely going to see a huge pivot in infrastructure investments just to process all that raw video content.
With new capabilities come new problems, though. AI models like GPT and Claude keep hallucinating fake references in academic papers, and they are terrible at catching their own mistakes. Thankfully, a new open-source tool called Cite just launched specifically to identify and block these fake citations from slipping past peer review.
Speaking of open source, Andrej Karpathy just released a fascinating tool called Auto Research. It is a minimalist 630-line Python tool that lets AI agents autonomously run machine learning experiments.
It is brilliant. It runs on a single GPU, you just give it high-level instructions in Markdown, and the AI proposes, writes, and evaluates code changes. Shopify CEO even reported a 19% improvement in validation scores using it. It is a big step toward prompt engineering an agent rather than manually tuning parameters.
To build those kinds of advanced agents, developers should check out the newly released Cognitive Blueprint framework. It provides a highly structured approach for runtime AI agents, defining things like memory, tool access, and validation.
It lets agents plan, execute, and self-correct using a modular architecture. And while we're on the topic of building reliable systems, a new study on regression models warns against using excessive features. Adding redundant or low-signal data makes production models incredibly fragile, leading to weight instability and massive sensitivity to feature drift.
Reliability is key, especially as data scales globally. Google Cloud just announced a preview feature for BigQuery that allows cross-region SQL queries. Developers can now analyze distributed data without having to move or copy it first.
That is a huge latency killer for large enterprises running real-time analytics. But powering all this compute requires physical infrastructure, and developers are facing wild logistical bottlenecks. AI data center builders are now resorting to man camps to house their construction workers.
Yeah, it is the exact same remote housing model used in oil fields. It really puts the sheer physical scale of the AI boom into perspective, raising a lot of questions about labor conditions and the impact on local communities around these remote facilities.
It certainly does. But the story we will be watching most closely is definitely the fallout from the OpenAI robotics resignation. The tension between AI development and defense applications is only going to intensify from here.
Absolutely. That is all for today's episode. If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave us a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.